I didn't think there was this much blue in the entire galaxy. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Knights of the Old Republic with your good friend Gran Paul Crap and his good friends Jolie, Bindo, and Grahani, where today we're gonna solve a murder with our murder goggles, because there has been, well, we don't technically at this stage still even know that that's what we're investigating, because his wife, Sunri, that is Jolie's friend, didn't tell us a goddamn thing. Today is going to be very dialogue heavy because it's a murder trial. We have to investigate. We have to find out the right options to be able to either accuse him, if he is guilty, of guilt and provide evidence of that, or if he is innocent, obviously find evidence of that as well. It's fairly complicated, and we're going to have to do a lot of digging around. So then, I believe the first thing she asked us to do, let me just take a look here, was to go and have a chat. Where is it? Missing Selkath Republic Embassy? It's not well, it's counted as Jolie Bindo. No. Which fucking quest is it? Tatooine? Selkath? I have no idea. Unless I'm going crazy right now. I might be. It is 3 AM. I'm recording this very, very late compared to how I usually would. Just because Rimworld took a bloody long time today. She did tell us to go and speak to the judge. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Maybe that will give us the quest. Then we can decide whether or not we want to, or how we want to approach this particular incident.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I'm aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness report clearly state the Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in the violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Otto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Whoa. There he is, Judge Selkar, who has already revealed a bit too much of his hand there. We've got Judge Dula, Judge KOTOR, Judge Shelkar, Judge, oh god, I can't even read that one, Nelshakan, and Judge Josa. And Judge Judy, and Judge Dredd. Who do you think will win in a fight between those two? So I think we have to come and have a chat with this person here. I am Judge Shelkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath Government of Manaan. It is my task today to answer the needs of the off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? Before we continue, I'm going to give you all a quiet mercy, literally, here. I'm going to turn the voices down, which does mean that, unfortunately, Jolie and you know, other people involved will be a little bit quieter, but the Selkath are really, really loud compared to the normal people I have to translate, so, bit of a pain in the arse, really. Anyway, let's have another chat. Hello. How did you know I was from the Republic? No, I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunri. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manaan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you can fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunri's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
I was a bit clumsy. So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunri versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts of the case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client, and I will advise you use it wisely. Sunri was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alassa Huros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witness claims to have seen the killing and are being detained at a hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has been informed of your appointment. Alassa was found dead of a blaster wound with incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. We want to review all the information once the trial starts. You may question Summary or the witness. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Summary. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is your first case and you're an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Interestingly, couldn't help but notice they capitalized arbiter, which you don't do. I don't know why they did that. Completely threw me off, and now I have no idea what's going on. Right, so first things first, then let's go have a chat with his wife, Allura. Hello.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial.
Capital A again, see?
My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would had to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman? That's deeply concerning.
I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero.
She's got a bit of a
hero of
like a Chelsea smile, you know, like a Glasgow smile going on there. It's a bit creepy. Don't worry, Allura. I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Okay. Jolie is very happy to admit that he could absolutely beat a woman if the situation would call for it, which is already troubling. And Allura is out here shouting about how her husband is a cripple. They're all very unempathetic, aren't they? They're not afraid to push their punches. Is that the right expression? I think that's the right expression. Okay. So we have to go speak to the hotel manager. That's the only hint the guy has given us. I don't know where the hotel is, though. Otto City Central, Holding Cell, Otto High Court. Well, let's go over to the central area, because it might be there. I want to avoid going to the Republic Embassy today, because there's another puzzle to do in there, quite a significant one as well. Otherwise, it will just be Puzzle Central. I'm a one puzzle per episode guy. The true puzzle is why we're all here in the first place. Okay, let's have a look. Map. Helps to have a map. Port Official or Otto City East. A lot of people are saying this in the comments that the big problem with Banan, even though it's nice to look at, you know, has some interesting mechanics going on. Big problem with it is getting around anywhere. It's a real pain in the ass. The fact that we don't have speedy boots is not helpful. Really not helpful. I was just talking about this in Discord with a couple of people that... Oh, come on, Jolie. The remaster is really going to benefit from... Well, I say remaster. It's a remake, specifically. It is really going to benefit from modern hardware. You wouldn't have to sit through any of this shit. You could have the cities 3 times the size. You imagine Taris, but it's all linked together. Even that alone would be a massive improvement.
Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse.
Why is Jolie always fucking around during the cutscenes?
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Why are they always so fucking comically evil? I get it, you know, maybe they don't know how to write evil characters, but making them just absurdly genocidal is not the way to do it.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
For a Sith, a month's pay. But since you remember the Republic, I would charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
It also does seem a little bit bizarre that the galaxy as a whole are happy to support the Sith when the Sith are known xenophiles. Xenophiles? That's the wrong word. Xenophobes. They hate aliens. In Star Wars, humans are the kind of largest species going, but it doesn't really make that much sense. Tyvark Luowan. Welcome. This is a great time to be alive as the Zerka Corp. As the Zerka Corp has been driven from one of its outposts. They lost their trading outpost on Kashyyyk. Merely a slave has never been told. News of this sort is welcome indeed to me. What can I do for you today? Let's see what you have in stock. As you wish, human. My inventory contains the finest Aratech equipment you can find on Manan. All of it far superior to Zerka Corp. All of it superior to the Zerka Corp swill the Sith are so fond of. Fucking full stop's throwing me off. What have you got then? Bothan Needler. It's a halo. Have you got anything else though? Stabilizer mask. That could be kind of fun. Bear in mind we haven't got any good headgear right now. That makes us immune to mind affecting, which we've already got dealt with by the implant, but we could always swap it for another implant. Saves all +2. Our proficiency medium. Okay, interesting. I'd like to give something that gives us combat bonuses, to be honest. Saves will, saves awareness. Awareness +4 with the advanced oral amplifiers. Breath mask would give us immunity to poison, and we'd also look well cool. I could be persuaded to buy that, to be honest with you. Ooh, dexterity +2 though. Wow. For a headgear, that's not bad at all, huh? Bit pointless for us. I mean, we get a little bit of a combat bonus from it. I kind of want the breath mask. It's immunity to poison, which I know we've already got. Oh, but look. Beeman package. Constitution +3. Whoa, that could be very, very good. 7,500. Constitution +3, though. We'd live so much longer. I could be persuaded to buy that and buy the stabilizer mask. So, with our implant right now, we've got immunity to mind affecting and poison. But if we buy those two, we can't afford both. If we buy those two, we've still got immunity to mind affecting. We're losing whatever our headgear is, which is kind of crap right now. Yeah, do it. Fuck it. And we'll look pretty cool, more importantly. And is that not what we're here for? What does our headgear do? It's like kind of garbage, isn't it? Awareness, demolition, security. Immunity to critical hits actually is not bad, but we could look way cooler, which is what we're here for. So we're going to get rid of this one, mind affecting and poison. We've still got mind affecting. Go for constitution +3 instead. What did that take our health up to? 165 to 180. It's actually only 15 points. That's like less than a single hit. Oh man, maybe that's not nearly as good as I expected. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, really. I mean, there are other level 3 implants that are still good. And I can always just go play more Pizzat, right? Credits are kind of infinite. Oh, kind of spooky now, actually. Not sure I like that. Well, let's go find this hotel, then. I suppose it allows us to keep our anonymity. We're an arbiter in a legal case. We're already, I mean, very obnoxiously dressed. Republic Embassy, door. Hello there. Ah, Visitors Hotel. Here we go. Wonder what the Aurabash on the sign says. Nonsense, probably. Oh, this place is nice. Oh, I love this. Is that an aquarium? There's just a shitload of LCDs. You wastrel. What? Completely energy inefficient. Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
I am.
Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too.
Okay. Tell me what you saw on the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast.
They're so unsympathetic. He can't run good because he's a cripple. Good lord. Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You could testify it happened after he left. Or we can force persuade him. You will testify Sunry left before the shot. That seems a little dark-sidey, does it not? I love the fact that our eyes have this glow to them. That seems a little dark side. Maybe we could just kind of persuade him without the use of the Force.
No. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off.
Fair enough.
Whatever. I have no interest in going to prison.
Pay you 200 credits. We can either bribe him or force persuade. That seems like an evil thing to do. I don't want to bribe him, though, because we could get in a lot more trouble for that. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll tell the court Sunry left before the shot went off.
I guess this is what they call working the system. Not that I'm objecting. I just hope the Selkath don't find out about it.
Now, was there anything else you wanted?
Well, look, as long as I got the approval of Jolie, I don't care. What do you know about Sunry and Elassa?
Elassa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Okay. Who were the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman,
What Rhodian?
you know? But there weren't many people here,
Fucking racist.
so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player.
Ooh.
Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles.
Pazak, you
Don't
say?
know anything
I'll
about
play
him
one
other
game.
than that.
I only
Anything
need
else
one
you
game,
want
and
to
then I'll
know?
quit. Only one game. Maybe 2? Well, we'll see how we get on. Alright, that's everything then. So let's go and have a chat with, what were they called? Frith Me and...
Well, okay.
Gluor?
If you need anything else.
Gloopy? I don't remember his name. Let's go and have a look around the room. Frith Me. Hey, here he is. The man of the hour. Excuse me. We come and have a look around. That door's definitely locked. That door is bashable. We've got Glupor. Okay, then. Let's go speak to Frith Me first. Let's see what he has to say. Hello.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew.
Wow.
What more do you all want from me?
Play for Zach? No, sorry. Sunry and Elassa.
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Elassa's room always, of course.
Don't blame him.
Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
Oh, God. You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Elassa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business.
They could have been playing some real intense
rule against
Monopoly.
Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Oh, interesting. So maybe her commander found out, killed her for playing some very vigorous Monopoly with a Republic war hero, and framed him for it. Sith Master?
Oh, well, Elassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Liar. What did you see?
Well, one time,
there you go.
I saw Elassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that.
Is she
so
a dark Jedi?
Attention.
Is that the implication?
But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course.
Of course, yeah.
And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any
She was
qualms
naked.
about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone.
Oh.
And seeing as how Elassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak,
oh,
I'm not going to poke
so she
that
was
nest.
a dark Jedi.
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Interesting. Good work. Hotel service terminal. Access the room service menu. A message from hotel owner Ignis, overriding. Hello, dear customer. Due to the currently ongoing murder investigation being conducted by the Selkath High Court, the inn will be closed till further notice. It says today's room prices. Hello, dear customer. Due to... Okay, I get it. Call for a bellboy. Yeah, okay. We can't do anything. Can I just steal his stuff? I think he's alright with that. Yep. Very Legend of Zelda. Okay. Well, that seems very pertinent to the case. She was a dark Jedi. Here's Glupor. Hello, Glupor. You here with the Selkath? You have questions for Glupor. Glupor already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Elassa. Glupor, tell everything to Selkath. You know, Glupor have no reason not to say anything. Glupor, tell everything. Everything about the murder. Everything about the Sith Lady's room. Does this guy have a unique voice for a Rhodian? It sounds as if he's saying Glupor. Why were you at the hotel? You see? Glupor staying at the hotel. Glupor not very rich. A hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. But Glupor stayed for weeks and have enough to stay here for a few days, using Glupor's chance to live better for a while. What did you see? Glooper did not see the murder. Oh no, Glooper did see the Republic guy, the cripple, Sunry his name. Glooper thinks. Glooper sees Sunry running away from the scene of the crime. Glooper sees nothing else at all, especially not in the Sith lady's room. What were you at the hotel? Okay, so we've asked him that. What about Alas's room? Glooper just curious to see what happened. Glooper had no reason to go into the room. No one paid Glooper to do it. Glooper. Did someone pay you to go in that room? How did you know someone played Glooper? Well, Sith man came up to Glooper after the murder before Selkath arrived. He said he'd give Glooper good money if Glooper put metal in the Sith hands. Glooper good. Glooper plant evidence to leave no trace, but Glooper not recognize Sith man anyway. Glooper not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so no bother to tell them. Well, that and the Sith man say he killed Glooper if Glooper speaks. Oh no. Glooper think he can't talk right now. Glooper feels he needs to lie down. Maybe just stay here. Glooper. Alright, so Glooper was paid to put the medal in her hand. We could take a peek. Alright, what have we got in here? We're gonna get in trouble now. It was a med pack. Call for a bellboy. Strange, I seem to have a bellboy request for that locked room. There's nothing in here, as far as we can tell. I wasn't expecting to, find a body or anything. What about the cleaning droid? Didn't know if we could get, like, a hair sample. Okay. Right, well, let's get the hell out. I don't know where to go now. I suppose we go back and speak to all the judges? Mysterious man.
Jedi, I hear you're
Oh, it skipped over. You, Jedi, I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. That's how I understood the way he sounded from that brief 2 seconds. What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints.
Oh, it's so creepy. Yes? I believe so.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Who voiced this man? Why should I believe you?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Thank you, Kelsey Grammer. Much appreciated, my man. What else have we got to lose? Who the hell was he? What a strange fella. Okay. Well, where the fuck do we want to go now then? I mean, we can go to the embassy and have a little chat with them. See what they've got to say for themselves. Don't think we're allowed in the Sith embassy on account of us being a fucking Jedi, but... Hello there. Okay. Roland Wan.
Welcome to Manan.
Hello.
I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Okay. I am investigating the Sunry case.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
Okay. That's one possibility.
If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation.
That's quite all right.
Is there anything else?
No.
Then I shall wish you
beautiful
good day.
Green eyes, hasn't he?
On behalf of the Republic, I hope you enjoy your time here on Manan.
Thank you. We're going to poke around their base. Well, we're not allowed. Shit. Can I come in?
Welcome to Manan.
I'm here on behalf of the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with the mission.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map. The remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Fucking hell. We're trying to save the freaking galaxy. What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled.
Right,
its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted,
sounds like the Sith
so
to
it
me.
will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
So we've got to steal back a Republic droid from the Sith base. Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon.
Oh, good.
Since we have no remaining
For a
soldiers
casual
to spare,
encounter?
and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
Easy. How do I get into the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one.
Don't
The
tell
first
me what to
method
do.
that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave.
Ooh.
We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Torture is my specialty. Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
So that's the other puzzle I remember. Decrypting the passcard sounds good.
Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of
This
the
is
Sith
the other puzzle I
encryption
remember.
system.
It's
But
genuinely
there is one
basic
last method you
mathematics.
should know about in case all other options fail. The
Uh-huh.
Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a passcard to that hangar on him.
Right.
While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card.
So
The
there's
Sith
our
base
three
itself
options
is
then.
very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed.
Have you seen
Here's
this
a
armor?
pass
Not gonna
card
happen.
to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back.
Uh-huh.
Which method do you think you would like to try
Let's
first?
try slicing the passcard because I think it's just basic maths.
Good choice.
Thank you.
We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far.
I can
you'll
see
have
why you're
better
losing
luck.
this war.
I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
So we have to slice a passcard, or torture a man, or burst in through the hangar and go in guns blazing, as our three options. At which point, we break into a Sith base, we kill everybody in there, we steal a droid back for the Republic, we bring the droid back to this man, we show it to him, he says thank you, gives us the hints that we need to go and find the star map. That's a whole other quest. So it's, fairly involved, you might say. Republic soldier. That's intelligence officer. Evidently not, if you haven't managed it. Restricted access. I think this is the docking bay that you can use to... Yeah, there you go. I think that's the docking bay you can use to head over once you've either got the passcode from that guy there or hacked in the computer room.
So you're the one who's going to try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Hello.
This is our main computer room here.
Uh-huh.
We got the box of passcards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet.
Should've
We
tried
have been
harder.
able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
Alright, terminal sequence?
The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is, we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said
When you
were
see the
cleared, you
puzzle,
can use the computer freely.
You'll
I'll
know
be here
why
if
the
you have any
Republic are losing the
questions.
war. Anyway, we won't worry about that for now. We're actually here for an alternate reason, because if I remember correctly, we can slice the Republic system. And for 100 fucking spikes, we can open the submarine bay doors. I wonder what happens if you disable the local power grid. 125 spikes. I've never tried it. I don't even know if it's possible. It might just say spikes rejected or something like that. Access restricted data archives. This is what I remembered. Hacker voice. I'm in. That mysterious stranger told us the Republic might be in on it. So let's go into their restricted data archive. Downloading Sunry Incident Archive. Here we go. Oh. There she is. There's Sunry. What happened there? She put something on the bed. He's locking the door. She's put something on the floor. He straight up fucking shot her in the back. Oh, I mean, this must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Alasa. Shutting down system. Authorization fee prereq 89413. Unloading the re-op layer. Unloading system. Ah. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't remember that part of the quest where there's a fucking recording of him straight up murdering her. I see why they wanted to keep that a secret. That would be a nice plot twist, if he actually did kill her. And the Republic were trying to bury it because he's a war hero. That's kind of cool. Maybe we should have a chat with Jolie. Jolie, I think your friend is a murderer. Well, I assuming that's a undoctored recording, he is. What do you know about the Sith?
Bad men. Women, too, to be fair.
Brilliant. You must know more than that.
Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that.
he's a dickhead. You know anything important about the Sith or not?
And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do?
I mean, to be fair, he's been living underground for years. You did. You said you fought them.
Oh, that's right. Damn the years of the young. I was expecting you to be
You
your
didn't fight the
usual
Sith.
inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40
yeah, but he
years
was
ago now. Has it been that long?
I suppose he was a fallen Jedi, but he fought with... Oh, man, I don't even remember anymore. Are these the same Sith we're fighting out? No, exactly. It's not the same Sith. That was my point.
No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark. But the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that.
Who is this Exar Kun?
Exar was a Jedi who was corrupted by ghosts of the old Sith, or so they say.
He had a
He
cool
attempted to
forehead
conquer the
tattoo.
Republic and create a new golden age of the Sith.
I say forehead tattoo. I'm pretty sure he was branded. And he was killed?
Better to say he was defeated, but essentially, yes. The victory did not come easily, however.
Okay. What happened during the war with Exar then?
That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know.
Probably not the best time to be talking about this, to be fair.
Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves.
That must have been difficult.
Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? Puh, I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I had put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself now.
I would prefer to go and condemn my friend for the murder he almost certainly committed. Where the hell do we go now then? I mean, I feel like there's got to be more to it than that. You don't just get a recording. What's over here? Is this the Sith base? Let's go and have a peek. I feel like you can't just get a recording and like that's that. That seems a little bit too simple. East Courtyard. Oh my god, there's another part. East Central and then East Courtyard. Well, fuck that. Let's not worry about that until... I think that is where the Sith base is. Now, there's another thing to mention as well. There's the Geno Haradan? The Jenna Haradan? There you go. The Jenna Haradan say to see Hula Summonan come alone or not at all. And I think that's that guy there, right? Shady Rodian? Pretty sure it's that guy anyway. That, though, is a... I think it's more or less Dark Side exclusive, But it's quite a lot of content. It's bounty hunting, basically. Or more specifically, it might be better to say assassinations. But again, it's kind of dark side heavy. It doesn't really fit our character, but I also don't really want to skip over on it because there's quite a lot of content there, to be fair. So, I mean, I'll leave it up to you all to make a decision for me. I'm happy to do it just to see the content, but I don't know if it really suits our guy, you know? Our goody two. Maybe I could come up with some good way to justify it after we've actually spoken to him. We'll at minimum go and speak to them, of course. No, I don't want to go to Arto West. God, I can never remember which way we want to bloody go now. Hang on. I want to go speak to Alora again. Holding cell? Oh, no, this is good. This is where we want to be. Alright. Alora, I've got some bad news.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial.
We've already spoke about this. Was Sunry having an affair?
Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year.
Maybe overacting that a little bit.
I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her.
Well...
He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
What do you think? Should we put some bets down? I wonder if he was asked by the Republic to kill her. Because apparently the Republic are in on it, but so far we have no connection between them and Sunry. Right? Maybe they wanted her killed. Maybe she was a prominent, you know, upcoming Sith Dark Jedi. It's difficult to say. He's killed many Sith before. I agree with that. Your husband might not be so innocent, Alora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence.
I've got some real issues with that, pal. Okay, well, there we go. Let's have another chat with her.
I hear you've been appointed...
I have this recording showing Sunry killing Alasa.
Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must find Sunry innocent.
Well, your husband might not be so innocent.
Fine.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. Is this Sunry then? You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You'll find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must make a request with the Warden. Shall be passed on to the judges. The fuck's the Warden? They in here? Oh, there you are. Salkath Warden. Hello.
When I get out of here, you're dead. I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood.
Be quiet, off-world scum. Wow, that guy's really not hiding his guilt. That's so silly. I'll gut you, you stinky fish. You'll live to regret this.
What are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well,
I don't want to think about that.
But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, you know I was having an affair with Alasa. I went there to break it off that night. But I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior
We
at
already
close
know
quarters?
you're
I ask you.
Sunry.
Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone?
Yeah, that's a fair point. Why would he have it?
Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples,
I agree with
clothing
that,
finders.
too.
Why isn't there
Very fair
anything
point.
like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I suppose that Sunry may have been manipulated by the Sith Master, right? Well, anyway, let's go over the evidence.
Well,
okay, so he'll chat with all of this. Right, whatever, yeah. I need to investigate the case. Any ideas where I can look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened.
We've already done all
you'd
of
be
this.
better off investigating the Sith themselves.
We
Anything else
haven't
I
gone
can
to
help
the
you
Sith
with?
Embassy, that's
I
true.
want my-
There's a few things we have to clear up. There was a Rodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around the hotel all
That's
the
the
time.
guy.
Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? But I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
I wonder if we can be like, yeah, he killed her, but he is innocent, though. Because there's quite clearly some fuckery going on here that we haven't quite cottoned onto yet. Okay, the judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Neelix, his voice
They've
actor?
had it in for me since the war. You
Sounds
should
similar.
ask everyone about.
Anyway, there are a few things we have to clear up. I know you're guilty. I've got the Republic's data recording.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information...
There you go.
Something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her.
Uh-huh.
Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
But the Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alassa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the
Okay, there you
evidence.
go. So everybody's doing
they
illegal
planted
shit.
their own evidence. Alassa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it.
Weird trophy.
But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story.
So the Sith were spying
What are you going to do?
were using her to get to him to learn war secrets and were bugging the rooms and doing a little bit of espionage. I don't know what we do at this point. I guess we'll say I don't know. Yeah.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
Maybe hundreds?
Sunry, and you
No.
know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep. I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
If you confess, the court might show mercy. That's a fair point. She won't want to Cobbler's murder even if she is Sith. I mean, yeah, that's also fair, but I think this is maybe the more middle ground option.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KOTOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KOTOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
This is hard. I don't know what to do here. We both know you have to own up to your crimes. I mean, yeah,
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply
I guess now comes the decision for us. Do we put the Republic in danger?
I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KOTOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to, but I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
Wow, that's difficult. Oh shit, okay, I have no idea how to go about this. I suppose there's nothing left to do besides have a chat with the warden now then, huh? So you are the arbiter in the Sunry Alassa murder case then. Hope you're as impartial as the office says. You off-worlder have a tendency to ignore the rules of law in favour of some rather irrational causes. What is it I can do for you now? So I'm keeping an eye on my upload in the other monitor because it's 4 AM and it keeps being rejected. Do you know anything about a star map? No. Begin the trial. Fuck it. Let's do it. Are you certain, human? Once the trial has begun, it cannot be stopped, and once judgment is given, the case can never be reopened. You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the arbiter. Are you sure you wish to begin your trial now? We've got a recording of him murdering her. I don't know how much more evidence, and he's confessed to it. We know what the truth is. I think it's going to be more about what dialogue choices we pick during the trial, right? Are you deaf? Let's get the trial started. Let's do it. Very well, human. I shall advise the court will begin immediately. Speedy. Let the record show that the trial of Sunry versus the Otto City authorities commence. Presiding are judges Shelka, Josa, Nalashekhan, Kota, and Dula. The trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry in the deaths of the Sith Alassa. Representing Sunry's defense is the member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? You will find Sunry innocent. That's fucked up. Sunry is guilty of the murder and he has confessed to me. Sunry is guilty of murder and I have this recording of proof. I will find Sunry innocent. Oh, shit. What do we do? Weirdly enough, I feel like helping the Republic and proving him innocent is the dark side thing to do. If we're going to go for objective Jedi justice, we should say either of the top two. Fuck, I mean, I have no idea. Shall we justify it? Or maybe we'll go down this route. Because look, worst case scenario, we try and find him innocent, they realise he's guilty, same consequences if we take the top ones anyway. We might as well give it a go. That remains to be seen. Acting as a prosecutor for Otto City authorities and an impartial observer from the Sith Empire.
It is an honor to see
How is he
justice
impartial,
served,
you fanny?
And I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
That's not impartial. Do not be too overzealous in pressing your commission, Sith. The first matter of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor, Ignis, of the hotel where the murder occurred. What is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, left before I heard the blaster shot.
Impossible!
Know your place, Sith. This is serious evidence indeed. The court will keep this in mind at the top of the list for pertinent facts. We now begin by calling forth the witness of the crime and taking their testimony. After each witness has given the testimony, you've cross-examined them. You may now ask the presiding judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by Manan law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. The first witness is Firith. The prosecution will question the witness first.
You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Do not undermine the witness. Objection sustained. Ask the witness your questions and do it promptly.
Of course, Your Honor.
Yeah, fuck
Fareth
yourself.
me. What did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
A very pertinent point, prosecutor. That's not pertinent at all. That's logical. It's not like he didn't fucking leave. It's now the defender's turn to cross-examine the witness. Okay. Elassa was a Dark Jedi, wasn't she?
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber.
I think we've got to
under
ask
that
him the
cloak of
question
hers.
that we've
Objection!
persuaded.
That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
No, this piece of evidence is very important. It establishes the character of Elassa and perhaps her intent in dealing with Sunry. I think we need to go for the questions that we persuaded them on, right? Do you have additional questions? Fuck it. I mean, is there any downside to going for everything? Or... I have no additional questions. I almost feel like if we say... Do you think if picking some of these might have the opposite effect? Like if we say, how could Sunry have harmed her if he was a cripple, and this guy gives a shit answer, whether or not that will count against us? Let's just go for what we persuaded them. Sure. Would I like to use this opportunity to poll the judges? Nope. Since the defense has no further questions, we will call out the second witness, the Rhodian Glooper. We'll get him on this one, no question. The prosecution may question the witness.
Gloopor the Rhodian. You were staying in the
Gloopor
hotel
last
the night
name.
of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Yes, Glooper sees Sunry running down the hallway, and when Glooper looked in the room, Sith woman dead on the floor.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith, perhaps. It is the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Did you plant the medal on Elassa?
Gloopor, Gloopor.
Don't do it, Gloopor.
The prosecution will be silent. Oh, come the fuck on. What is it you wish to say, Gloopor? Glooper paid by Sith to plant the medal.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Are you certain of this, Gloopor?
Gloopor wonky.
Gloopor wonky, indeed. This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Nope, we are pulling this apart. No additional questions. Certainly not from Glooper. Would you like to poll the judges at this time? Nope, we're good. If the defense has no more questions, we should call out Elora, Sunry's wife.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes. I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
That's ridiculous. A supposition for now, prosecutor. Does the defense have any questions? How can you say that because he was injured in war, he wants revenge when he spent the best part of a year going to Bone Town? That doesn't sound like revenge. Sunry was a Republic war hero. Oh, is it true your husband was having an affair with Elassa?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an
Thank
affair
you.
with that
Exactly
Sith
what I
harlot.
just said.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her
You
quiet
just
about
changed
the
your
affair.
motive, pal. Be silent. You've already witnessed the Western prosecutor. Except the right way around.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised.
Oh, I
But
might
now
have fucked
things
up with that
become
one.
so very complicated.
Because she's like, he's gone there to end it. Oh, dear. This is very enlightening evidence. It will influence our deliberation considerably. I almost want to ask about these. But let's stick to the mindset. Only go for what we've persuaded them. Only go for what we got XP for, specifically. Poll the judges? Absolutely not. Do we have any remaining witnesses to call
I wish
for?
to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors.
Here he comes. Sunry himself.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars
Not in your
against
opinion,
the
I
Sith
assume.
Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith, even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents.
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was.
We already know this.
I had been having an affair with Elassa on my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and
had been having an affair with Elassa on my wife. What?
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No, I
think we can see the answer
I agree.
clear enough, Mr.
100%.
Sunry.
He did do that. Do not interrupt the accused. Oh, shit, sorry. He was talking to me then. In fact, I think you said enough already, prosecutor. Do you have any questions to ask the accused, arbiter? If you were going to end the affair, would the Sith object? Well, that's an interesting question. Elassa was a Sith spy, wasn't she? I think we've already established that, have we not? By saying that she had the lightsaber? If you're going there to end the affair, would the Sith object? What the fuck does that mean? If you're going there to end the affair... You were going there to end the affair. Would the Sith object? Oh, as in the Sith were using him to get information, so they wouldn't want the affair to end. So in some ways, we're kind of asking if she's a spy with that question. I like that. And we already know how she got a hold of the medal. This dickhead put it there.
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Be silent, prosecutor. That is a valuable point that lends some credits to your defense, arbiter. Is there anything else you wish to ask the accused? No. I'm happy. I'm a one-question guy. We use this opportunity to poll the judges? Fuck them. The witnesses have all been called forward and questioned by prosecution and defense. The prosecution will now present, in closing, its summary of the pertinent facts of the case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her.
He's right.
Witnesses saw
right,
Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Indeed. And your closing statements, arbiter. No one actually witnessed the murder. Someone was a cripple and couldn't kill her. We know that's false because he did. The Sith are obviously evil and set this up. We know that's false. He did kill her. Someone was having an affair, so the Sith killed her. We know that's false. He killed her. Elassa was a spy in the Sith framing Sunry. Partially true, but not entirely. No one actually witnessed the murder is 100% accurate. Well, except for us on that security recording. Truth.
Oh, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
If you speak out of turn again, you will be forcibly ejected from the court. The arbiter speaks a valid fact. Is there another point I wish to make? I don't think so. Someone was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her? Or was that a new one? Elassa was a spy in the Sith of framing Sunny. That's a new option. So I guess we'll go for that one. Fuck it. Someone was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Your time for arguments has passed. You would do well to remember that. The arbiter's argument does bring up a valid point. Is there anything else? Fuck it. Then the court will deliberate amongst ourselves. Now, I do remember from where I played this game before that you keep your questions limited. Otherwise, you end up upsetting the judges more than you help. This court hereby finds somebody guilty of the murder of the Sith Elassa. Oh, I fucked it up. According with Selkath law, the prescribed punishment for the murder is death.
No.
Oh, I fucked it up somewhere. But due to extenuating circumstances surrounding this case, and to not provoke additional tension between the Sith and Republic elements within Ahto City, the sentence is commuted to a life term in Ahto City
No, Your
prison.
Honors. I demand the death penalty.
Wow, what did I fuck up then? You're in no position to argue, Sith. Do not think that your empire can pressure this court. We've made our decision. The verdict has been delivered and this trial is now over. Damn. Oh, we must have missed something. Maybe I should have gone to the Sith base
The
then.
Republic will attempt to have him freed, Alora. I am sure.
Oh, dear.
This is the best we can do. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think I got the best outcome up from either way at that point. I tried to... I tried to make them think he was innocent. 300 XP. That doesn't seem very good. I feel like we got a shit ending for that. That's a shame. I wanted to make him innocent for just the war purposes. Man, that was like a bad ending, huh? I'm a little bit annoyed by that. What else? What the fuck did I miss then? I might go look up a guide when we're done here and see what I might have fucked up with. Either way, that is now canon. We didn't get the bonus of going either Goody Two-Shoes Jedi and accusing him of the murder that he definitely committed. Nor did we get the bonus of getting him off the hook and keeping the Republic in a good place in the war. It was just a multitude of fuck-ups. It's your fault, Jolie. You should have told me. You should have told me to go for justice. And not strength of the Republic. Well, either way, that is the murder trial. Regardless of the outcome, it's done. And I always thought it was a really cool quest. I don't know what I missed, though. I kind of wish we would have gone to the Sith base, but that might have been the only thing that we fucked up there. It's kind of a cool idea. Tomorrow, the puzzle is really simple. This was kind of the big puzzle in Manan. It's obviously Jolie's mission as well, or Jolie's kind of sort of side quest. But yeah, tragic times for Grandpa Crap.